go then, race 1. Race 1. In race 1, the clerk of the course was warning number 10, Craig Drury, for riding outside of the course. He said, I don't think he gained an advantage by it, so therefore he's just having a warning. So that was race 1. Let's give you the result of race 1. And Craig Drury, you've got a public warning in that race. Don't do it again, he said, you'll be out. Race 1, a win for number 7, Harlan Cook. Second place, number 31, Paul Simmons. Third place, number 10, Craig Drury. Fourth place, number 16, Adam Shipp. Fifth place, number 66, Colin Bird. Sixth place, 82, Ben Elsley. Seventh place, 213, Terry Massingham. And eighth place, number 45, James Peters. And in ninth place, number 9, Chris Bird. The winner's time was 1 minute 34.06 seconds. 1 minute 34.06. race 2, Youth Intermediates. The clerk of the course did reverse one of the places here. So listen carefully. Race 2, the Youth Intermediates, was a win for number 93, James Shanes. In second place, it was 35, Jed Collins. Third place was 33, Jack Nelson. Fourth place, a change, number 7, Billy Milton. Fifth place, number 6, Tyler Govia. Clerk of the course reversing them round due to a pegging incident, and he felt that number 6 had gained an advantage over number 7, so he reversed the order. Sixth place, number 50, Brendan Warville. Seventh place, number 36, George Tarpley. Eighth place was 77, Ross Lingham. No other finishes. The winner's time at 1 minute 36.24 seconds. Race 3, the 350cc solo you've just seen. A cracking win there for number 5, Matt Etherington. Second place, fighting hard all the way, was 19, Dave Mears. And in third place, joining the tussle at the start of the first 2 laps, there was 14. He finished up third, John Jefferies. Fourth place to number 4, Stuart Mears. Fifth to 63, Carl Russian. Sixth place, 193, John James. Seventh, 213, Terry Massingham. And 884, Gordon Walker. The winner's time, 1 minute 22.71 seconds. 350cc solos on track again then. All happening here at the Jon Underwood. Bob Dolman leads it. Second place. From 170, Mark Taylor. All hot stuff. As Bob Dolman leads here at the Jon Underwood. The Buckland Raceway. Dolman leads it, and Richard Smith is starting to make a move. He's closing up the gap. Mark Taylor is in third. All eyes on the front line as Smithy comes in very fast and hard on the back wheel of Bob Dolman. The last lap flag is out, so Richard Smith knows it's now or never, and he's streamlining it right there in the tyre track as he goes through on the inside. Bob Dolman moves over a little bit and chases back down the back straight, but Richard Smith looks like he's going to get there now. Has Bob Dolman got anything left on this, the last turn of this heat? As the checkered flag is made ready, we have Richard Smith for a win, Bob Dolman in second, Mark Taylor in third, Josh Burkett in fourth, followed by 239, Ricky Gregory, 37, Michael Peters, 99, Martin French, and 278, Darren Gom. Official result in a moment. A little correction to race 3. The time was 1 minute 32.71. My hearing. Race 3, the time there was 1 minute 32.71. I'll try and get those other results back out for you again. But anyway, let's move on with race 4 or we'll get behind. Race 4, a win for 33, Richard Smith. Cracking right there, taking it on the last lap. In second place, number 16, Ford Hard All The Way, Bob Dolman. Third place was 170, Mark Taylor. Fourth place was number 9, Josh Burkett. Fifth place was 239, Ricky Gregory. And sixth place was 37, Mike Peters. Seventh place was 99, Martin French. And eighth place was 278, Darren Gom. The winner's time was 1 minute 33.69 seconds. From the top, 33, 16, 170, 9, 239, 37, 99 and 278. 1 minute 33.69 seconds. If we got a minute, which I think we might just about have, race 3 I'll give you again, because you may not have heard all that while those bikes were going round. Race 3, we'll get this one out again. 350s, a non-starter in Paul Hurry, engine problems for him there. But the win went to number 5, Matt Etherington. Second place to 19, Dave Mears. Third place to number 14, John Jefferies. Fourth place to number 4, Stuart Mears. Fifth place to number 63, Carl Russian. Sixth place to 193, John Shanes. Seventh place to 213, Terry Massingham. Eighth place to 84, Gordon Walker. No other finishes. The winner's time was 1 minute 32.71. We now line up with the classic solos. No Lee Barley, I'm afraid. Number 5, a non-starter. Other than that, we should be as per the programme, and they hurtle down the straight. Chris Mackin gives the whole shot. Ian Guthrie, the rain man, hot pursuit in second place. Chris Mackin leads on the Jawa. Up the back straight. Ian Guthrie slips down to third. Getting the power on the ground. 186, Gareth Thomas, from Ian Guthrie, from Stuart Mears. All happening there in the third and fourth place at the moment. Ian Guthrie and Stuart Mears battling for contention, but on the front line, Chris Mackett's making no mistake at all. And half distance, from Gareth Thomas, from 44, Kelly. Snelling in third and Ian Guthrie in fourth. Great to see these riders out, still entertaining us on a Sunday. On for the last lap, Chris Mackin. From Gareth Thomas. Steve Snelling. Bringing up the rear, number 14, Frank Yates. Checkered flag comes out. Chris Mackin collects his first win of the afternoon. From Gareth Thomas in second, Keith Snelling in third. Then Ian Guthrie. Calvin Palmer. Tim Kernock. The official result for you in a moment. Race 5, Classic Solo, a cracking win there for number 68, Chris Mackett. Second place, 186, Gareth Thomas. Third place was 44, Keith Snelling. Fourth place was 174, Ian Guthrie. Fifth place was 226, Calvin Palmer. Seventh place was 726, Tim Kernock. Seventh place was 77, Jon Underwood. Eighth place was number 17, John Wheatley. And ninth place was number 14, Frank Yates. The winner's time was 1 minute 39.52 seconds. 1 minute 39.52. From the top, 68, 186, 44, 174, 226, 726, 77, 17 and 14. 1 minute 39.52. On to the 500cc solos then. Paul Hurry, Mike McCluskey, Tim Nobes, Jason Newitt, Ricky Gregory, Harlan Cook, John Yeldham, Rob Finlow, Aaron Elvis Vale and Jamie Rodgers. That's your lineup. The 500cc solos, who's going to get it? The tapes can fly and here they come, hurtling down towards the first turn. It's a good even break. Paul Hurry gets the whole top. Harlan Cook goes with him and Tim Nobes. Paul Hurry then leading. Very stylish, making it look all so easy. Paul Hurry leading. Second. Harlan Cook. Oh, there's Jamie Rodgers is there. I didn't see him first time round. He moves up into third place ahead of Harlan Cook. Sets his sights on the rear wheel of Tim Nobes. But Paul Hurry is well clear and determined to hang on to it. Beautiful bit of cornering there by Paul Hurry. Little look over his shoulder and see what the opposite is. 86. Paul Hurry, from Tim Nobes, from Jamie Rodgers, Harlan Cook, Ricky Gregory, Mike McCluskey, Jason Newitt. Problems on the far side, Tim Nobes is out. Problems for Tim Nobes on the far side, it looks like his chain's come off. 1 lap to go for Paul Hurry, from Jamie Rodgers in second place. After a poor start, he's worked his way up through the field into second place, but Paul Hurry's a very hard man to catch when he's that far in front of you. So the checkered flag goes out. 86. Paul Hurry takes the win. Jamie Rodgers in second. Harlan Cook in third. Tim Nobes is pushing home. Mike McCluskey and Ricky Gregory and Jason Newitt. A round of applause then for Tim Nobes, pushing home to collect whatever points there are left at the bottom of that table. Those points might come in very handy when it means getting into the final this afternoon. However, it's a good moment to tell you, don't forget that the meeting has not got a sudden death final. You ain't got to go round again, Tim. Can somebody tell Tim he doesn't need to go round again? Bert, can you tell Tim Nobes he's done 3 from 4, he doesn't need to go round again?
86, 71, 7, 33, 239, 112,
Race 6 then, let's get that one out. Race 6, a cracking win for number 86, Paul Hurry. In second place it was 71, Jamie Rodgers. And in third place it was number 7, Harlan Cook. In fourth place was 33, Mike McCluskey. In fifth place it was 239, Ricky Gregory. And in sixth place was 112, Jason Newitt. In seventh place it was number 2, pushing home, done 3 from 4, Tim Nobes. No other finishes. The winner's time 1 minute 25.81 seconds. 1 minute 25.81. The result 86, 71, 7, 33, 239, 112 and 2. 1 minute 25.81 seconds. Paul Cooper goes in this one. Craig Speed, Steve Tideswell, Rob Mears, Stuart Mears, Richard Reed, James Theobald and Charlie Saunders. Another cracking lineup here for the Jon Underwood. Riders on the line then for race 7. Going to be a good one, this one, I think, with Lewis Denham and Paul Cooper and Charlie Saunders. It's looking like a cracker. Here they come. Rob Mears gets the whole shot. Rob Mears gets down there first. Lewis Denham goes on the inside, doesn't quite get there. Rob Mears squeezes that throttle and pulls away. Rob Mears down the back straight. Very unlucky last week in the under-21 at Ugly, where a broken frame robbed him of victory in the final. So he's all fired up for it this week. But so's Paul Cooper. So's Lewis Denham. Charlie Saunders. James Theobald. Richard Reed. Paul Cooper goes into the front line. Paul Cooper overtakes Rob Mears. Rob Mears fights back. Lewis Denham still holding on to third. It's a cracking race here. Paul Cooper, Rob Mears, Lewis Denham, Charlie Saunders, James Theobald, Richard Reed. Great speed. Oh, down goes Rob Mears, trying too hard up there. Paul Cooper goes out with problems and Lewis Denham takes the lead. Oh, the red flags are up, the race being stopped in the interest of safety. Rob Mears falling off on the paddock turn. We have a result. The red flag didn't go up until the leader had completed 3 laps. Therefore, the result stands. 500cc solo race 7 was a win. One I bet he didn't expect to get, but number 81, Lewis Denham, you can't take it away from him. He took the win in there, fair and square. In second place was 25, Charlie Saunders. In third place was number 11, Paul Cooper. In fourth place it was number 26, James Theobald. In fifth place was 56, Richard Reed, and in sixth place was 169, Craig Speed. No other finishers, and no time due to the race being stopped in the interests of safety. Meanwhile, what appears on paper to be the hot contest of the afternoon, the 1,000 sidecars, they're making their way to the line. In this first one we have Rod Winterburn, Mark Cossar, Paul Whitelam, John Stafford, Dan Crawford and Tristan Winterburn, and I'm told that Tristan Winterburn will be riding 375 this afternoon, not the regular 47. So race 8, the 1,000 sidecars, going to the line now to do battle for the Jon Underwood Trophy and prize fund. Don't forget, it's all for charity this afternoon, and the beneficiary, as usual here from the Jon Underwood, is Headway Northampton. Headway Northampton. They specialise in head injuries and nasty things like that. And this afternoon we're hoping to raise a few pounds for them. Don't forget, next week you've got all roads leading to Collier Street or all roads leading to West Lexham, depending which meeting you want to go to and probably whereabouts you live in the country. You're spoilt for choice, you lucky people. And if you're really northern, you could go to Pickering. Pickering up there in Yorkshire are running a meeting also next week. So I'll repeat it, absolutely spoilt for choice. But with the fuel costs and things of this day and age, I think you'll probably find that people will support their local event. Local to where they live. Race 8 then on the line. Down the first lane they go, and it is Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott to get the whole shot. They get down to the first turn first. Oh, it's a right 3 horse race here, and Paul Whitelam's out. Paul Whitelam is out of the running. Chain off for Paul Whitelam. Chain off for Paul Whitelam. That's a shame on his comeback trail after his eye operation. He was right in there in the thick of it till the chain come off. So, round they come then. 37. Mark Cossar in the lead from 48. Rod Winterburn. From 81, John Stafford. 375, Tristan Winterburn. With Terry Madley. Bringing up the rear. 67, Dan Crawford. Mark Cossar, Masters champion, at the front of things. Showing a clean pair of wheels, but he's got 3 wheels, hasn't he? Showing a clear trio of wheels to Rod Winterburn in second. There goes the checkered flag. Mark Cossar from Rod Winterburn. From John Stafford and Lee Jones. And Tristan Winterburn and Terry Madley. Official result in a moment. Number result, Rod J talks on that radio. A win for 37, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. Second was 48, that's Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown. Third place was 81, John Stafford and Lee Jones. Fourth place was 375, Tristan Winterburn and Terry Madley. And in fifth place was number 67, Dan Crawford. And to be confirmed, it could be Emily Coughlan, but I couldn't tell you whether it was or it wasn't. The winner's time was 1 minute 22.12 seconds. From the top, 37, 48, 81, 375, 67. 1 minute 22.12. So race 8, 37, 48, 81, 375, 67. 1 minute 22.12 seconds. They were found up by the burger bar, I believe. Riders come to the line then for race 9. Only 5 outfits. I'm told John Hiscock isn't playing this afternoon. So 5 outfits to the line would look correct. Interesting. We've got Gareth Winterburn, who was going extremely well down there at the Masters qualifier at Fritton the other week. Very experienced campaigners Miles Simmons and Rob Wilson. So anything could happen here. Off the line we go then. Down the first straight. Rob Wilson looks like he's got a slight advantage into the first corner, and Miles Simmons is there in second. Gareth Winterburn trying to come through on it. And got through into second place ahead of Miles Simmons, chasing after Rob Wilson down the back straight. The other 2 outfits having their own private battle at the back. Meanwhile, the front 3 look quite close together. Anything could happen on that top 3. Rob Wilson gets lots of drive out of the corner. Beautiful bit of corner there from Rob Wilson. Front wheel pulling the air as he hits the straight. Gareth Winterburn in second. Miles Simmons in third. No, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunters. From Gareth Winterburn and Ben Malloy. On the last lap they go. Into the pits turn. Rob Wilson holding a very slender lead. Gareth Winterburn trying to come through on the inside. Rob Wilson's not having it. I think he is having it. And into the turn they go, locked side by side in battle. Rob Wilson with a very slight advantage, but Gareth Winterburn's got the important inside line and he storms through. Opening the door for Miles Simmons, but Miles can't quite get there. It's Gareth Winterburn that wins from Rob Wilson, from Miles Simmons. Then Simon Beanie. And then Paul Downs. Race 9, 1000cc Sidecars, another cracking race there. And the win going to number 49. It says 48 in the programme, it's just a misprint because Rod is 48, Gareth is 49. There's 49, the winner, Gareth Winterburn, and I'm told Emily Coughlan. In second place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunters. In third place, number 9, Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. In fourth place, number 76, Simon Beanie and Dave Vidler. And in fifth place, 44, Paul Downs and Tony Bourne. No other finishes. The winner's time is 1 minute 23.13. From the top, 49, 24, 9, 76 and 44. 1 minute 23.13. Still with 1,000 sidecars, we now get the 3 times British champion Rob Bradley. We get the multi-British champion, I can't remember how many times, Steve Smith. Plus young Robbie Wilson, John Thorpe, Andy Gribble, and another Masters champion there. Once only at the moment. Watch what happens this year. 25, Colin Blackbourn. Says a lot of Masters titles riding in this one. Place your bets now. So riders go to their positions in the line. The little number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in your programme in the brackets is their grid position. Pressurised tapes fly, and here they come. Another good clean start here at Buckland. Andy Gribble gets the best of it. Andy Gribble gets the whole shot. Look at the other 3 coming in there very, very, very fast behind him. Colin Blackbourn in second place, Rob Bradley in third. Steve Smith in fourth. I think this is this new Godden V twin that Steve is campaigning here. I haven't seen it on the grass yet. I think he's done a couple of meetings, but looks like he's got a little bit of sorting out to do as he holds fourth and goes very, very, very fast, chasing up after Rob Bradley. Andy Gribble leads you. Andy Gribble goes wide, but he's still hanging on there. Colin Blackbourn in second, Rob Bradley in third, Steve Smith in fourth, Robbie Wilson in fifth, John Thorpe in sixth. Things changing on the front line. So Andy Gribble goes down to second, Colin Blackbourn takes the lead. Colin Blackbourn powers out of the turn, Andy Gribble in second, Rob Bradley in third, Steve Smith in fourth, and Robbie Wilson in fifth. John Thorpe bringing up the rear. All happening there as Andy Gribble goes back to third. As Rob Bradley moves up into second behind Colin Blackbourn. Rob Bradley making a move on the inside of Colin Blackbourn. It's too late, the checkered flag has gone. It's Colin Blackbourn from Rob Bradley, Andy Gribble, Steve Smith, Robbie Wilson Jr. and John Thorpe bringing up the rear. Race 10. Race 10. A cracking win there for number 25, Colin Blackbourn, and passengering him, Paul Cooper. Second place to 87, Rob Bradley and Shaun Simpson. Third place to number 3, Andy Gribble. And on with Andy Gribble is said to be confirmed, so that's good. And in fourth place, number 2, Steve Smith and Dave Hogan. In fifth place was number 42, Robbie Wilson and Nicky Owen. And in sixth place, number 362, John Thorpe and Ian Howell. The winner's time, 1 minute 25.14 seconds. 1 minute 25.14. From the top, 25, 87, 3, 2, 42 and 362. 1 minute 25.14. Yes, we do have a round. I wonder why I hadn't seen Matt Saul and Ronnie Greenwood in the first race, and that's because it's a round robin. Everybody gets 3 rides each out of 4 races, so it's all fair and square. Everything's good. I just was surprised to see a couple of names that I hadn't seen on the track in the first race. Here they come. A good start for Paul Simmons. Goes down to the first turn, and Harlan Cook in second place, and Gary Wells in third. Harlan Cook powers right round the outside and takes the lead on the first turn. Paul Simmons goes down to second. Gary Wells holds on to that third. And it's all happening here at Buckland. Harlan Cook pulling away from the rest of the field on the Kopi Jawa. From Paul Simmons, Gary Wells, Lloyd Barrett, up from Cornwall, son of the famous father. Making his move in senior grass here this afternoon. It's Harlan Cook now leading. From Paul Simmons, Gary Wells, Lloyd Barrett, Matt Saul. Last lap flag flying. Harlan Cook looking very, very, very comfortable indeed. 1 lap to go for him. Paul Simmons coming up the top. Gary Wells looking down at the exhaust that appears to have shaken loose. Round the last turn for the last time. Checkered flag in his sights. Harlan Cook. 2 rides and 2 wins so far this afternoon. From Paul Simmons taking second, Gary Wells in third. And Lloyd Barrett, Matt Saul, and Lawrence Barber bringing up the rear. Race 11 then, race 11. A win there for number 7, Harlan Cook. Second place to number 31, Paul Simmons. Third place was number 70, Gary Wells. Fourth place was number 23, Lloyd Barrett. Fifth place was number 181, Matt Saul. And sixth place was number 2, Lawrence Barber. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 33.59. 1:33.59. From the top, 7, 31, 70, 23, 181 and 2. 1 minute 33.59 seconds. Youth Intermediates come for their second attempt this afternoon. Revs rise, Youth Intermediate. .35, Jed Collins gets down to the first turn first with 93, James Shanes in hot pursuit. Tyler Govia. Look at James Shanes coming out of that corner and making up a lot of ground on that straight. Jed Collins looks at him and says, no, you're not coming past me yet, mate. Jed Collins, beautiful style round that corner, and James Shanes pushing hard after him in second place there. Tyler Govia, Jack Nelson, George Tarpley. .35 then, Jed Collins. From James Shanes. Setting their own battle at the front there with Tyler Govia and then Jack Nelson, Brendan Warville, Billy Milton, George Tarpley, Rosslingham. Last lap flag is out. James Shanes getting faster as he goes around. Going to make his move now, I'm sure. Jed Collins leads it. James Shanes in second, throwing that bike into that corner. Doing everything he can. Look, he's gaining as he comes up on the inside. He loses a little bit, then he gains a bit. It's all now or never on the last turn. Jed Collins goes a little wide. James Shanes follows him out there. Could have been on the inside, he might have got through there, but Jed Collins, a great win for him, and 93, James Shanes following around all the way there. I think we've got a lot to look forward to from them boys. Oh, Jack Nelson, I think, just gets it from Tyler Govia. From Brendan Warville, Billy Milton. George Tarpley and Rosslingham. Official result in a moment. Oh, some very respectful racing and some very respectable times here. So A great race there, race 12, Youth Intermediates, a win going to number 35, Jed Collins. Second place to number 93, James Shanes. Third place was 33, Jack Nelson. And in fourth place was number 6, Tyler Govia. Fifth place was 50, Brendan Warville. And sixth place was number 7, Billy Milton. Seventh place was 36, George Tarpley. And eighth place, 77, Ross Lingham. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 35.90 seconds. 1 minute 35.90. From the top, 35, 93, 33, 6, 50, 7, 36 and 77. 1 minute 35.90 seconds. Here we go then, 350cc. So Richard Smith gets the whole shot. Richard Smith gets down to the first turn first. Matt Etherington is in hot pursuit in second place. And it's really been Matt's year so far, I think, on the 350s. And this was always going to be a good race between these two. Can Matt reel him in? Richard Smith gets all crossed up in the middle of the corner and lets Matt Etherington catch up there. Not quite enough to do it though, but he's right on his heels now. It's Richard Smith. From Matt Etherington. From John Jefferies. Matt Etherington trying on the outside of Richard Smith. Richard Smith says no. Matt Etherington says, give it to me. Round the outside he goes. Looks like he's got the advantage from here, but I won't know till they get to the caravan. No, Richard Smith still holding on to it with Matt Etherington pushing hard all the way. And this is only a heat. What's the final going to be like? But of course, with the points going all the way through, you need to do as well as you can right through the meeting. And Matt Etherington just has the advantage at the moment, but Richard Smith is right in there. Pulled a lovely tight line round that corner. The last lap flag is out. Matt Etherington, Richard Smith, John Jefferies, Josh Burkitt, Stuart Mears, Michael Peters, Terry Massingham. Into the last turn they go then. Matt Etherington looks clear this time. One last twist of the throttle. Race 13 goes down to Matt Etherington from Richard Smith, from John Jefferies, Josh Burkitt, respectable position for him, Stuart Mears getting better as the weeks go, Terry Massingham. Official result in a moment. Race 13 then, 350cc solos. Race 13, a win for number 5, Matt Etherington. Second place to number 33, Richard Smith. Third place, number 14, John Jefferies. Fourth place, number 9, Josh Burkitt. Fifth place, number 4, Stuart Mears. And sixth place, 213, Terry Massingham. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 32.35 seconds. 1:32.35. From the top, 5, 33, 14, 9, 4 and 2:13. 1 minute 32.35 seconds. 350s again then for race 14. Dave Mears goes in this one. Bob Dolman, Mark Taylor. It's looking like another good race. Here at the Jon Underwood. Points all the way through, remember. So with the previous race winners heading against each other in race 13, it leaves this one quite wide open for somebody to gain a few points with the win. Would it be Dave Mears? Would it be Bob Dolman? Could it be Mark Taylor? Here they come. Mark Taylor's got the whole shot. Dave Mears powering around the outside into that first turn. Dave Mears snatches it. Dave Mears comes out at good lead from Mark Taylor in second, Bob Dolman in third, Carl Russian in fourth. Getting the power on the ground, Dave Mears pulling away from Mark Taylor. From Bob Dolman, Carl Russian, John Shanes, Gordon Walker, Martin French. Dave Mears comes to be out in front now from Mark Taylor in second. Bob Dolman catching up with Mark Taylor. Bob Dolman makes a move on Mark Taylor on that pit's turn. Seems to have gone round the outside of him. Last lap flag is out. Bob Dolman and Mark Taylor still in top 10 battle there together. Then it's Carl Russian, John Shanes, Gordon Walker, Martin French, Darren Gomm bringing up the rear. Checkered flag is out. Dave Mears takes it. Bob Dolman was gaining a lot of ground on Dave Mears on that last lap, but not enough to threaten him. Then Mark Taylor in third, Carl Russian in fourth, John Shanes in fifth, followed by Gordon Walker, Martin French and Darren Gomm. Race 14, 350cc solos. A good, more or less, start to finish win there from number 19, Dave Mears. In second place, it was number 16, Bob Dolman. And in third place, 170, Mark Taylor. Fourth place was 63, Carl Russian. Fifth was 193, John Shanes. Sixth was 84, Gordon Walker. Seventh was 99, Martin French. And eighth was 278, Darren Gomm. The winner's time was 1 minute 34.46 seconds. 1 minute 34.46. Race 14, from the top. 19, 16, 170, 63, 193, 84, 99 and 278. 1 minute 34.46 seconds. Race 15, the classic solo, featuring Bernie Waterfield, Frank Yates, Keith Snelling. No Lee Barley, I'm afraid. He's a non-starter. John Wheatley, Chris Mackett, Jon Underwood, Gareth Thomas, Calvin Palmer, Tim Kernock and Ian Guttridge. On the line, here they come. Nobody's looped it on the line, but Ian Guttridge, another fast start from him as he gets down to the first turn first. Keith Snelling momentarily goes into the lead as Ian Guttridge powers back round the outside, leading up into the paddock turn. Ian Guttridge, Keith Snelling, Chris Mackett, Gareth Thomas. Gareth Thomas creeping up on the inside. I think he's almost got himself into second place as he lines up alongside Ian Guttridge on that corner. Ian Guttridge leads it. Gareth Thomas going up on the inside of Ian Guttridge now. Chris Mackett going on the outside of Ian Guttridge now. It's all happening. Chris Mackett cuts back to the inside. The Rain Man goes wide and here they come. Gareth Thomas, Ian Guttridge, Chris Mackett, Keith Snelling. Lovely to see an old chap out there. I know it's last, but a lovely old 350 chap with Bernie Waterfield on board. What a lovely sight. What a lovely sound. Here they come. They got the last lap flag out this time, and it's Gareth Thomas that leads from Ian Guttridge, from Chris Mackett, from Keith Snelling, Tim Kernock, Jon Underwood, Frank Yates, and Bernie Waterfield. The checkered flag is out. Gareth Thomas takes his first win of the afternoon. Ian Guttridge in second, Chris Mackett pushing all the way there in third, then Keith Snelling, Tim Kernock, Jon Underwood. Race 15, the classic solo, a win there for 186, Gareth Thomas. Second place 174, Ian Guttridge. Third place was 68, Chris Mackett. Fourth place was 44, Keith Snelling. Fifth place was 726, Tim Kernock. Sixth place was 77, Jon Underwood. Seventh place was number 14, Frank Yates. Eighth place was 81, Bernie Waterfield. No other finishers. The winner's time at 1 minute 41.53 seconds. From the top, 186, 174, 68, 44, 726, 77, 14, 81. 1 minute 41.53 seconds. Race 16 now, 250cc solos, the third leg of the round robin. Gary Wells gets the whole shot. Gary Wells gets it well away on that first turn. Looks like Craig Drury, who's coming up into second place on his 250 Jawa. Indeed it is, Craig Drury that leads, 70 Gary Wells, 15 Adam Shipp, 23 Lloyd Barrett, and number 9 Chris Bird. Somebody's out with problems on the far side, looked like Mr. Barrett. Out with problems on the far side there, looking down at the motor. Round they come then, 10. Craig Drury, 70 Gary Wells, from 16 Adam Shipp. 2 Lawrence Barber, the 9 Chris Bird, and Terry Massingham bringing up the rear. I'm not sure that the young man's limping badly into the ambulance over there. And now goes Lawrence Barber with problems. Craig Drury seems to be slowing on that back straight. Gary Wells comes up on the inside. Gary Wells goes back into the lead. Craig Drury turns the throttle in hard as he can to try and get back into the lead. The checkered flag is out. They come down to the line here. Craig Drury from Gary Wells, from Adam Shipp, from Chris Bird and Terry Massingham. Race 16 then, race 16. Slightly depleted field there, but we have a result. The result reads a win for number 10, Craig Drury. Second, 70, Gary Wells. Third, 16, Adam Shipp. Fourth place, number 9, Chris Bird. And fifth place, number 213, Terry Massingham. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 38.60 seconds. From the top, 10, 70, 16, 9, 213. 1 minute 38.60 seconds. So, 11th of July, all roads lead to High Easter. On the 11th of July, all roads lead to High Easter for the 500cc Sidecar Association's event. That's on the 11th of July. On the start line then, the revs are arising. The tapes have flown, and here they come, hurtling down towards the first corner. Hurry has a half-bike advantage over Jamie Rodgers and Paul Cooper on the first turn. He increases on that as he leads out of the corner. Jamie Rodgers goes well into second place. Paul Cooper in third. Jamie Rodgers chasing hard after Paul Hurry. He wants to take his scalp. Paul Hurry goes wide. Jamie Rodgers pulls up tight on the inside. Paul Hurry leading on the most slender margins, and through goes Jamie Rodgers. Jamie Rodgers takes up the lead with Paul Hurry in second place. Paul Hurry chases after him. Don't forget his points all the way through, so nobody's going to want to lose a race anywhere along the line, and Paul Hurry goes back through on the inside. Paul Hurry goes wide. Jamie Rodgers takes the tight line. Here they come again. Jamie Rodgers in the lead. Paul Hurry in second. Paul Hurry making harder work of this one as he chases Jamie Rodgers down the back straight. Jamie Rodgers in control and in the lead, and Paul Hurry in second, and Paul Cooper in third. The last lap flag is out. Jamie Rodgers, Paul Hurry, Paul Cooper, James Theobald. Into the last turn for the last time then. Jamie Rodgers leading by the proverbial mile. Paul Hurry happy to take second place, cruising home. Paul Hurry second, Paul Cooper third. Cracking win there for Jamie Rodgers. Race 17, the 500cc solos, a cracking win there for 71, Jamie Rodgers. Second place, 86, Paul Hurry. Third place, number 11, Paul Cooper. Fourth place, number 26, James Theobald. And fifth place, number 112, Jason Newitt. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 26.10 seconds. 71, 86, 11, 26 and 112. 1 minute 26.10. rest of the 500cc solos go in this one. Another cracking race with Charlie Saunders, Harlan Cook, Tim Nobes, Lewis Denham. Each race is like a final on its own, isn't it? Those riders go into the line. Riders on the line then. 500cc solos, race 18. Those rise tapes fly, and here they come again. Another nice even break. Tim Nobes gets the best of it. Tim Nobes gets to the first turn first. Colin Cook in second place, and Lewis Denham in third. Lewis makes it up into second place. Harlan Cook comes back at him. The Masters champion, fighting with Harlan Cook for second and third place. Tim Nobes leading it. Lewis Denham and Harlan Cook side by side. Harlan Cook holding the advantage at the moment. Lewis Denham powers back through on the inside as Harlan Cook went wide. But there's nobody catching Tim Nobes. A quick look over his shoulder to see where Lewis Denham is, and safe distance at the moment I would have thought. It's Tim Nobes, it's 81 Lewis Denham, it's Harlan Cook, Charlie Saunders. Tim Nobes leading then at the last lap flag. One lap for victory for Tim Nobes. Lewis Denham, the Masters champion, from 7. Harlan Cook from 25. Charlie Saunders. 33. Mike McCluskey. 239 Ricky Gregory, and 56 Richard Reed. Fast bend action. Lewis Denham gaining a bit of ground, but not enough to do it. Tim Nobes takes the win. Lewis Denham comes home in second. Harlan Cook in third. Charlie Saunders in fourth. Mike McCluskey in fifth. Oh, that was close. Race 18, you'd better listen. Race 18, 500cc solos, a win for number 2, Tim Nobes. Cracking win, start to finish for Tim. Second place, fighting all the way there, 81, Lewis Denham, our Masters champion. In third place, it was number 7, Harlan Cook. In fourth place, it was 25, Charlie Saunders. In fifth place, it was 33, Mike McCluskey. Joint sixth place, 239 and 56. 239 and 56, joint sixth place. Now other finishes, the winner's time was 1 minute 26.77 seconds. 1 minute 26.77. Race 18, 2, 81, 7, 25, 33, and 239 and 56 a dead heat for 6. Winner's time 1 minute 26.77 seconds. We're back with 1,000 sidecars. Colin Blackbourn, who had a win first time out, goes in this one. Mark Cossar, the Masters champion, who had a win first time out, goes in this one. Colin Blackbourn, a previous Masters champion. Rob Wilson, I think, has got 2 to his credit. Mark Cossar has got 1 to his credit. Throw in the mix then of Gareth Winterburn, and I think we've got a bit of a race in our hands here.
Yeah, keep a sharp look out on this one.
Here we go then. Off the line, down the first straight. Oh, I can't tell you who's doing what at the moment. Looks like Colin Blackbourn has made it to the front. Rob Wilson going very wide. Coming from third into second place. Colin Blackbourn and Paul Cooper leading. Colin Blackbourn and Paul Cooper. Oh, look out, Mr. Winterburn's come through on the inside. Mr. Winterburn leads. Colin Blackbourn in second. Mark Cossar in third. Mark Cossar moves into second. 49, Gareth Winterburn. And Ben Malloy leading this one. Colin Blackbourn goes back to third. Mark Cossar moves up into second place. Challenging on the outside, the Masters champion goes for it. The last lap flag is out already. And Mark Cossar, that was so close as they went past the line there. It looked like they'd joined together, welded by the front forks, but it's all happening. As Mark Cossar chases up on the inside now, he means to take the win in this one. Very fast into that corner. Can he hold it tight? If he goes wide, I'm sure Gareth Winterburn will be waiting to come through on the inside. It's tight stuff, but Mark Cossar wins it. From Gareth Winterburn, Colin Blackbourn, Rob Wilson, Dan Crawford, and John Thorpe. Official result in a moment. Race 19, the 1,000 sidecars, and a win for number 37, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. In second place, I thought he was going to win it really, 49, Gareth Winterburn and Ben Malloy. Third place was number 25, Colin Blackbourn and Paul Cooper. Fourth place was number 24, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunters. In fifth place it was 67, Dan Crawford. And to be confirmed. And in sixth place was 362, John Thorpe and Ian Howell. The winner's time was 1 minute 22.86 seconds. 1 minute 22.86. From the top, 37, 49, 25, 24, 67 and 362. 1 minute 22.86 seconds. Panic over. And what Jay was trying to tell me was the ambulance was coming onto the circuit. A lady in the pit box had tripped over the sidecar wheel, got her foot caught in it and done herself a bit of damage, so they've loaded her up in the ambulance and are attending her sick ankle at the moment. So that's the story. And Jay's radio went dead, but I'm assuming it's working now. We're off. 1,000cc sidecars down the back straight. Looks like Rob Bradley in the lead. Shaun Simpson, Robbie Wilson, and Nicky Owen, Paul Simmons and Kevin Woodley. And 375, Tristan Winterburn and Terry Madley. Miles Simmons gains a little bit of ground on Robbie Wilson in second place, but Rob Bradley and Shaun Simpson showing just why they're a 3 times Masters champion crew, because they're leading this one and keeping out of trouble. Miles Simmons goes through on the inside of Robbie Wilson. Southeast second and third, with the Yorkshire team in front. Last lap flag already. John Stafford and Lee Jones bringing up the rear. Into the last turn then for the last time. I wouldn't say they're easy points, but he makes it look easy, doesn't he? Rob Wilson. Rob Bradley. Shaun Simpson. Miles Simmons, Kevin Woodley, Robbie Wilson and Nicky Owen. And the official result in a moment. Race 20, the 1,000cc sidecars. A win there for number 87, Rob Bradley and Shaun Simpson. In second place was number 9, Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. In third place was 42, Robbie Wilson and Nicky Owen. In fourth place was number 375. That's Tristan Winterburn and Terry Madley. And in 5th place was number 81, John Stafford and Lee Jones. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 22.20 seconds. 1 minute 22.20. That's 87, 9, 42, 375, 81. 1 minute 22.20 seconds. Also, regs available for the Worcester Grasstrack Club on Sunday the 18th of July. Practice 11 AM. First race 12:45. Near Inkbarrow, wherever Inkbarrow is. It's the second round of the Builder-Based Championships. Admission adults are tenner, concessions are £8, under 12s are free. Family ticket, 2 adults and 2 accompanied children for £17. Contact www.worcestershire-grasstrack-club.co.uk or see Ann Skinner. We're underway with the 1,000 sidecars again. Paul Whitelam goes in this one. His chain came off in the first one and he stopped again on the first turn. Paul Whitelam again out with problems. 48, Rob Winterburn leading. See if that chain's come off again. Indeed it has. It's the second race in a row that the chain has left the sprocket for Paul Whitelam. And pretty much in the same spot as last time too, right there on the first corner. Round they come then. 48, Rod Winterburn, and Liam Brown, and then 3, Andy Gribble. And then Steve Smith. Simon Beanie. So Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown leading it then. From number 3, Andy Gribble. Not sure who's on with Andy Gribble this afternoon, and Steve Smith snapping at his heels. Hear that V-twin motor being revved as we went past the commentary box there. Sounds as sweet as a nut. Sure, a little bit of fettling and he'll be right back up on the front line with them all. Indeed, he moves up into, or tries to move up on Andy Gribble. Not quite doing it. Andy Gribble now goes wide. Steve Smith comes up on the inside. Through he goes. Right there on the checkered flag. He takes the second place from Andy Gribble in third. Simon Beanie and Dave Vidler, and 44. Paul Downs, and I think that was Emily Coughlan. Race 21 then, 1,000 sidecars. A win for 48, Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown. In second place was number 2, Steve Smith. And Dave Hogan. In third place was Andy Gribble, and to be confirmed. And in fourth place was 76, Simon Beanie. With Dave Vidler. And in fifth place was 44, Paul Downs and Emily Coughlan. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 21.92 seconds. 1 minute 21.92. From the top, 48, 2, 3, 76, 44. 1 minute 21.92 seconds. 1 minute 21.92 seconds. Round robin, 4-point scoring rides, or 4-point scoring races. Each rider getting 3 rides from the 4, and the top point scorers will make their way into the final later this afternoon. So it's all here to be fought for in this, the 4th and final qualifying race. Right, let's go to the line then. Harlan Cook getting his machine in starting groove. Starter not looking very happy. Waving his arms about. Revs rise. Tapes lie, and here they come. Big wheelie from Ben Elsley, the rest of them get onto it, and Paul Simmons goes into the first turn first. Paul Simmons on the 2-stroke Yamaha leads into the first turn, but Harlan Cook powers past. Harlan Cook moves up into first place. Second at the moment is Paul Simmons. Craig Drury is coming round the outside, trying to put Paul down into third. Harlan Cook comfortably in front then from Craig Drury, from 31 Paul Simmons, from Matt Knoll, from Terry Massingham. Colin Bird. Ben Elsley trying to go around the outside of Colin Bird and Terry Massingham together. He gets himself up into 5th place and the red flag's up. The red flag is up. Somebody's bike's on the corner here. He's up and walking. He looks like a walking wounded. Not sure, it looks like Lawrence Barber, but I can't promise that. Yeah, it looks like a number 2 on the motorcycle. Number 2, of course, is Lawrence Barber. Looks like he's going to have a little medical check over. Almost. I don't really want to jeopardise the thing by talking about it. On the line. The res rise. And nothing's happening. And away we go. Obviously the starter not happy to let them go there for a bit, but they all hurdle into the first corner now. We've got 31 Paul Simmons and 7 Harlan Cook side by side. Harlan Cook drives harder into the corner and powers his way out of it. He's well clear of the rest of the pack. Paul Simmons in 2nd place. Ben Elsley in 3rd by the looks of things. Craig Drury in 4th. Craig Drury trying to go around the outside of all of them. A very wide line. Let's see if he pays off or not. Harlan Cook leads. Paul Simmons in 2nd. Ben Elsley. Craig Drury. Chris Bird, Terry Massingham, Matt Saul, James Peters. Harlan Cook well clear here in this 250 race on the Kopi Jawa and half distance. Paul Simmons still holding on to that 2nd place. Ben Elsley in 3rd, Craig Drury in 4th. Then Chris Bird, Matt Saul, Terry Massingham, James Peters bringing up the rear. Harlan Cook looking very, very comfortable, very fast indeed as he comes down to take the last lap flag. Well clear of Paul Simmons. He's got that 2nd place quite well established. And it's Craig Drury and Ben Elsley. Ben Elsley losing the steel shoe on his left foot, lapping around there, still attached to him, but probably why he's slowed up a little bit. He was right in amongst them there earlier, but probably lost a bit of cornering speed due to that. Harlan Cook takes another impressive win from Paul Simmons, from Craig Drury, from Ben Elsley, Matt Saul, Chris Bird, Colin Bird, sorry, wrong Bird, Terry Massingham, and James Peters bringing up the rear. Race 22, the 250cc solos, a win there for number 7, Harlan Cook. I think he's had 3 rides and 3 wins. So he's looking pretty much the favourite for the final this afternoon. Don't forget it's all on points, 1 breakdown, 1 slip off, and the points are lost. 2nd place, 31, Paul Simmons. 3rd place, number 10, Craig Drury. 4th place, number 82, Ben Elsley. 5th place, number 181, Matt Saul. 6th place, 66. Colin Bird. 7th place, 213, Terry Massingham. And 8th place, 45, James Peters. The winner's time was 1 minute 33.99 seconds. From the top, 7, 31, 10, 82, 181, 66, 213 and 45. 1 minute 33.99 seconds. Youth Intermediates again then. Jed Collins leads, Jack Nelson in 2nd, John Shane's moving up into 2nd place on the first turn, Tyler Govia goes 4th, Billy Melton in 5th, Brendan Warville in 6th, Oh, the battle's on between Jed Collins and James Shanes again. Fought hard in leg 2. I think actually James Shanes won the first leg and second in the second leg, and he's just going through into the lead now. James Shanes takes the lead from Jed Collins in this afternoon's youth event here at Ashton Clinton, Buckland, for the Jon Underwood trophies. Here they come. James Shanes, Jed Collins, Jack Nelson, Billy Milton, Tyler Govia, George Tarpley, Brendan Warville, and Ross Lingham. Last lap flag for James Shanes from Jed Collins. Those two well clear of the rest of the field. Looks like somebody's packed up on the centre green. Let's see who it was. But the checkered flag goes for James Shanes from Jed Collins. A little bit of a gap for third for Jack Nelson from Billy Milton in fourth, pushing hard all the way there. Then Brendan Warville. George Tarpley and Ross Lingham. Race 23, youth intermediates, a win for number 93, James Shanes. Second place was number 35, Jed Collins. In third place was 33, Jack Nelson. In fourth place was 7, Billy Milton. In fifth place was 50, Brendan Warville. In sixth place was 36, George Tarpley. In seventh place was 77, Ross Lingham. And no other finishers. The winner's time at 1 minute 36.06. From the top, 93, 35, 33, 7, 50, 36 and 77. No other finishers, 1 minute 36.06. Race 24 to 350 solos. Coming to line now. No Paul Hurry, I'm afraid. Motor problems on the 350 today. But Mark Taylor goes in this one, Bob Dolman goes in this one. It's going to be a good one. John Jefferies. Stuart Mears, Terry Massing. I think we've got a race in the hands here. The roads rise, tapes fly, and here they come. Another good break. Bob Dolman gets the whole shot into the first turn. Matt Etherington there. Going around the outside of Bob Dolman early in this one. Stamping his authority on the 350 class here this afternoon. Yeah, did I miss his name in the lineup? I don't know how I did that, but I did. And there he is, out in front. Powering towards victory from Bob Dolman in second. John Jefferies in third, then Mark Taylor. Mark Taylor goes on the inside of John Jefferies. John Jefferies fights back, it's tight stuff. Here at Buckland. Matt Etherington with 2 wins to his credit already this afternoon, and looks like he's going to get 3 here. Half distance, Matt Etherington from Bob Dolman, from John Jefferies, from Mark Taylor. Stuart Mears, somebody's dropped it on the corner there. It's like John Jefferies, I think, that dropped it down that corner. Crawling away on his hands and knees. The red flag, we've got the red flag. Red flag. No Grasser this week, apparently they've gone to France for a 500 sidecar round. Burger Bar was doing well earlier on. Just love the smell of that bacon. There's the Jacket Tater place as well if you're feeling a little peckish. No need to go hungry at the Hayes and Southall. An ice cream van here as well, I saw. This is race 24, the 350cc solos, a rerun from previous, and here they come. Mark Taylor. Taylor gets better first turn first. Mark Taylor takes the whole shot. Matt Etherington powering around the outside. Straight into the lead goes Matt Etherington. He's certainly the master of this class here this afternoon. Matt Etherington leads. Mark Taylor in second. Bob Dolman in third. Matt Etherington then, going for goal from Mark Taylor and Bob Dolman. Stuart Mears, Terry Massingham, Martin French, and Darren Gomp bringing up the rear. Mark Taylor seems to have slowed a little. Bob Dolman pushing hard on the inside. Can he get past? Matt Etherington's got a good lead on. Mark Taylor looks to see where Bob Dolman is, and he was looking him straight in the eye. Through he went, and Mark Taylor cuts back on the corner and puts himself back in second place. The scrap is definitely on there. Last lap flag comes out. Matt Etherington, flat out for victory. Can he make it 3 from 3? Mark Taylor and Bob Dolman again having another go. Mark Taylor on the inside, Bob Dolman on the outside. Bob Dolman gets an advantage. Over slides on the wide loose, and through goes Mark Taylor into second place. Out of the last turn then. Matt Etherington takes the win. For Mark Taylor in second, Bob Dolman in third. Stuart Mears in fourth. Followed home by Terry Massingham, Martin French, and Darren Gomp. Result, race 24. Result of race 24 was a win for number 5, Matt Etherington. Second place was number 170, Mark Taylor. Third place was number 16, Bob Dolman. Fourth place was number 4, Stuart Mears. Fifth place was number 213, Terry Massingham. Sixth place was number 99, Martin French. And seventh place was 278, Darren Gomp. The winner's time, 1 minute 33.81 seconds. 1 minute 33.81. From the top, 5, 170, 16, 4, 213, 99, 278. 1 minute 33.81 seconds. Carl Russian goes in this one. Josh Burkitt, he's been going well this afternoon. It's going to be another good race as they go to the line for race 25. Well, I was expecting another young gentleman with a microphone here this afternoon in Colin Martin, who was due to do a roving mic round the pits and fill in when there was little blank spots, but unfortunately his wife was taken into hospital yesterday. I've not been told what for, so obviously he's doing the honourable thing this afternoon and unable to be with us. Let's wish her well and hope we get Colin Martin back out on a mic soon. I'm sure he'll be doing Fenland next week. .350cc solos then. Place your bets now. I think it's between Dave Mears and Richard Smith, but who knows? Revs rise, tapes fly, here they come. Hurtling toward the first corner. Richard Smith leading from Dave Mears. Carl Russian in third. Josh Burkitt in fourth. John Shane's in fifth. Richard Smith going for it down the outside. Dave Mears chasing hard after him. Don't forget, it's on points all the way through this afternoon, so every race, every point counts. 33, Richard Smith. 19, Dave Mears. From Josh Burkitt, Carl Russian, John Shanes, Gordon Walker. Dave Mears looks like he's going a little bit faster than Richard Smith into the turn. Richard Smith comes out a little bit wide. Dave Mears follows him out there. 2 laps down and 2 to go. Dave Mears making a move on the inside. Not wishing to show his cards too early. I'd expect a brave attempt on the last turn. Round the pits turn they come now then. Richard Smith leading, Dave Mears in second place, Josh Burkitt in third. Going well, isn't he? Just moved up into the senior ranks this year. Then there's Carl Russian, there's John Shanes. Then Gordon Walker. Checkered flag is out. 33, Richard Smith takes the win. Dave Mears in close attendance for second. Josh Burkitt in third. Then it's Carl Russian. John Shanes. Gordon Walker. Bringing up the rear. Race 25, the 350cc solos. Race 25, the 350cc solos. A win there for 33, Richard Smith. Second place to number 19, Dave Mears. Third place, number 9, Josh Burkitt. And fourth place, number 63, Carl Russian. Fifth place was 193, John Shanes. And sixth place was 84, Gordon Walker. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 34.84 seconds. From the top, 33, 19, 9, 63, 193, 84. 1 minute 34.84 seconds. Another superstar from 174, the Rain Man, Ian Guthridge. Chris Mackett, the man in second. Keith Snelling in third. That's the way they come out of the first turn. We've got Ian Guthridge in the lead, Chris Mackett in second. Then Keith Snelling and Tim Kernock. Chris Mackett going hard on the inside of Ian Guthridge, goes through, takes the lead. Jar was first and second in this race, and Chris Mackett finding a few bumps he didn't want to find there, and slowing up on the corner. Ian Guthridge coming up alongside. Chris Mackett again powering, just inching ahead on that back straight. Somebody's broken down on the centre green. Round they come then. Chris Mackett, Ian Guthridge, Tim Kernock, Keith Snelling, Gareth Thomas, Bernie Waterfield bringing up the rear on a 350 Jap. Last lap flag out. Chris Mackett, Kernock, Keith Snelling, Ian Guthridge, Gareth Thomas. Gareth Thomas goes past Ian Guthridge. Bernie Waterfield bringing up the rear. Checkered flag. Chris Mackett gives his first win of the afternoon, ahead of Tim Kernock in second, Gareth Thomas in third, then Frank Snelling and Ian Guthridge. Bernie Waterfield bringing up the rear. Race 26, the classic solo. Saw a win for number 68, Chris Mackett. Second place to 726, Tim Kernock. Third place to 186, Gareth Thomas. And fourth place to 44, Keith Snelling. In fifth place was 174, Ian Guthridge. And in sixth place was number 81, Bernie Waterfield. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 40.99 seconds. From the top, 68, 726, 186, 44, 174, 81. 1 minute 40.99 seconds. Race 27, 250cc solo, fifth leg. Features Adam Shipp, Matt Saul, Ben Ilsley, Colin Bird, Chris Bird, James Peters, David Knowles, Gary Wells. I think then two are non-starters. I haven't seen Ollie Greenwood or Sam Radley Smith all day. Off the line they go then. Down the first straight, 70, Gary Wells gets the whole shot. Gary Wells from Colin Bird on the first turn, but Adam Shipp in third. Adam Shipp moving up into second. Ben Ilsley in fifth place, trying to make his way up to fourth. Adam Shipp coming up on terms now with Gary Wells on the front line. It's all action. Gary Wells leads, Adam Shipp in second place. Two-stroke leading the Jawa at the moment. So at half distance, Gary Wells, Adam Shipp, Matt Saul, Ben Ilsley, Colin Bird, James Peters, Chris Bird. sun beats down on the circuit, which is holding up extremely well and providing no dust problem whatsoever. Round they come then. There's the last lap flag. 70 Gary Wells, 16 Adam Shipp from Ben Ilsley. From Matt Saul, Colin Blackbourn, James Peters and Chris Bird. Into the last turn for the last time, and Adam Shipp makes his move. He's trying to go through the inside, not quite made it though. Or is he? It's tight stuff, but Gary Wells wins from Adam Shipp in second place, not half a bite between them. Then 82, Ben Ilsley from Matt Saul, from Colin Bird, James Peters and Chris Bird. Official result in a moment. Race 27, the fifth leg of the 250cc solos, was a win for number 70. Gary Wells. Second place was number 16, Adam Shipp. Third place was number 82, Ben Ilsley. Fourth place was number 181, Matt Saul. And fifth place was 66, Colin Bird. Sixth place, 45, James Peters. And seventh place, number 9, Chris Bird. No other finishes. The winner's time was 1 minute 38.43. 1 minute 38.43. From the top, 70, 16, 82, 181. 66, 45 and 9, 1 minute 38.43 seconds. Paul Hurry goes in this one, Charlie Saunders, Lewis Denham, Jamie Rodgers. I'm sure these heats are like finals. On the line then, under starters orders, here they come, 500cc solos. Denham gets to the first turn first, Paul Hurry goes with him. It's all happening here at the Jon Underwood meeting. Lewis Denham leading Paul Hurry. Jamie Rodgers moving up in a third place. Don't forget, it's on points all the way through. Lewis Denham goes wide, Paul Hurry can't quite come on terms, he's really going into that corner. Very, very hard indeed, but he's unable to shake Lewis Denham's grip. Lewis Denham is leading, Paul Hurry is in second, and Jamie Rodgers is gaining ground. Charlie Saunders in fourth. Look at these three in action round this turn. Lewis Denham, Paul Hurry. Oh, Paul Hurry's gone by, Paul Hurry stops. I think Paul Hurry's bike has stopped on the far side. Through goes Jamie Rodgers. Last lap flag is out. We have Lewis Denham, Jamie Rodgers, Charlie Saunders, Richard Reed. Paul Hurry's back in the throes of things, trying to salvage some points out of this race. Perhaps his cutout peg came out, perhaps his stoke turned off. Who knows what happened? There goes the checkered flag. Lewis Denham wins. Jamie Rodgers in second. The battle hots up. 25, Charlie Saunders. Fourth place, Paul Hurry from Richard Reed. Race 28, the 500cc solos, a win for 81, Lewis Denham. Second place, 71, Jamie Rodgers. Third place, 25, Charlie Saunders. Fourth place, 86, Paul Hurry. Fifth place, 56, Richard Reed. And sixth place, 112, Jason Newitt. No other finishes. The winner's time, 1 minute 26.10 seconds. 81, 71, 25, 86, 56, 112. 1 minute 26.10. 500cc solos then. Will it be Harlan Cook? Will it be Paul Cooper? Will it be Tim Nobes? Of course, I think Tim slipped through a chain. He had a stop hurdle. I think it was a thrown chain. So his tally has been hampered somewhat. I believe that Lewis Denham is probably on the top of the tree at the moment with 2 wins in a second. You just have to keep plugging away. You don't have to let a little slip up become a disaster. You have to keep plugging away on these points. Revs rise, tapes fly, and here they come. Down the first straight. Harlan Cook gets the whole shot. Mike McCluskey goes with him. Mike McCluskey goes wide. Tim Nobes goes wide with him. Tim Nobes is in 5th at the moment. Harlan Cook leads. Tim Nobes not looking too happy. I don't know if the bike's stopped or what. He looks as if he's under power. We have Harlan Cook. We have Paul Cooper. We have Mike McCluskey, Ricky Gregory, Tim Nobes, James Theobald. Tim Nobes seeming to struggle somewhat here in this one. He moves through on the inside. He comes up into 4th place. Harlan Cook and Paul Cooper doing battle on the front line. Mike McCluskey. Tim Nobes comes through into 3rd. I don't want to be a professor of doom, but it looks too big a gap for me for Tim Nobes, even for Tim Nobes to close up. He might close it up a bit, but I don't think he's going to do any overtaking here now. There's the last lap flag. There's Harlan Cook. There's Paul Cooper. There's Tim Nobes. Mike McCluskey, James Theobald, Ricky Gregory. What a fantastic day we're having here, and the sun is shining. Great speed. The winner is 7, Harlan Cook. From 11, Paul Cooper. From 2, Tim Nobes. 33, Mike McCluskey. 26, James Theobald. 239, Ricky Gregory. And Craig Speed bringing up the rear. Race 29, 500cc solos. A cracking win there for number 7, Harlan Cook. Chased all the way by the 2nd place man, number 11, Paul Cooper. In 3rd place, it was number 2, Tim Nobes, who didn't get the best of starts and went very wide on the first turn, unable to make up the ground after much ground after that. 4th place was 33, that was Mike McCluskey. 5th place was 26, James Theobald. 6th place was 239, Ricky Gregory, and 7th place was 169. Craig Speed. There was no other finishers, the winner's time being 1 minute 27.59 seconds. 1:27.59 seconds. Race 29 from the top. 7, 11, 2, 33, 26, 239, 169. 1 minute 27.59 seconds. Race 30 then, the 1000cc sidecars. Let's wish Paul Whitelam some good luck this time. He's had his chain come off twice on the first turn, whilst he's in very, very respectable position, race position wise, and let's hope he gets a better result in this one. Probably too late to do very much in the points tally, but at least if he could cure the gremlin, he'd know he was all right for next week. Next week, of course, he's at the Mason Aces meeting at Collier Street. So, going in this one, Robbie Wilson, Paul Whitelam, Tristan Winterburn, Rob Wilson, Simon Beanie and John Stafford. Revs rise, tapes fly, and here we go. Looks like Rob Wilson got the best of that start, and he's well clear down the first straight. He gets the whole shot into the first turn. Paul Whitelam goes with him. Rob Wilson gets away. Paul Whitelam has got round the corner without the chain coming off. Maybe they've cured that gremlin, that's good. He sets his sights now chasing Rob Wilson. Rob Wilson, Terry Saunters. Paul Whitelam, Alan Elliott. And I think that's Tristan Winterburn and Terry Madley. Round they come then. 24, Rob Wilson. Terry Saunters. Robbie Wilson in 4th place with Nicky Owen. Followed by Simon Beanie and Dave Vidler. And John Thorpe and Howe. Meanwhile, on the front line, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunters are well clear in this one. Picking up some very valuable points. On the way to the final this afternoon. Rob Wilson taking the last lap flag, hurting around that big bend. Down the back straight. Well clear of Paul Whitelam in 2nd. Who's probably just happy that the chain has stayed on and he's back in the running. Of course, it's his first meeting back since his eye operation. And, that's a creditable 2nd there to Rob Wilson. Tristan Winterburn and Terry Madley. Robbie Wilson, Nicky Owen. Simon Beanie and Dave Vidler. And John Thorpe, Ian Howe bringing up the rear. Race 30, 1000cc sidecars. Race 30. A win and a cracking win, start to finish. It's the way to do it. 24, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunters. 2nd place, number 92, Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott, showing that they're well on the pace, even after Paul's eye operation. In 3rd place was 375, Tristan Winterburn and Terry Madley. In 4th place was 42, Robbie Wilson and Nicky Owen. In 5th place was 76, Simon Beanie and Dave Vidler. And in 6th place was 362, John Stafford. John Stafford? No, 362, John Thorpe. I'm reading the programme and believing it. 362, John Thorpe and Ian Howe. The winner's time was 1 minute 23.25 seconds. 1 minute 23.25 seconds. From the top, 24, 92, 375, 42, 76, 362. 1 minute 23.25 seconds. Oh, Steve Smith, Dave Hogan, Rob Bradley, Shaun Simpson, John Stafford, Lee Jones, Mark Cossar, Carl Blyth, Dan Crawford. And to be confirmed. So race 31 going to the line then. Should have 5 outfits there, and I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. Revs rise, tapes flying, away they go. Oh, a big wheelie from the man on the inside, but he's got it all back under control, and that was Steve Smith on the Godden V-twin. Pulled that incredible wheelie, but typical Steve Smith style. As fast as it went up, it came back down, and he's back on track. Mark Cossar, Carl Blyth, from Rob Bradley and Shaun Simpson. Steve Smith coming up place there from 4th to 3rd. Mark Cossar, champion, having a good day here at Buckland. Rob Bradley moving up onto the back wheel of Mark Cossar. Mark Cossar goes wide, Rob Bradley's right there. 1 lap to go. Only 2 to watch in this one really, the others are quite spread apart. Look at Rob Bradley creeping up like a crafty fox that he is. Trying to make Mark Cossar run a little wide on the corner. He's tucking in on the inside. The throttles are open, but Mark Cossar looks like he's going to hold on to it. Mark Cossar takes it. Rob Bradley in 2nd. From Steve Smith. From Dan Crawford, John Stafford and Lee Jones. Race 31, 1000cc sidecars. Race 31, a win for 37. Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. In 2nd place was 87, Rob Bradley and Shaun Simpson. In 3rd place was number 2, Steve Smith and Dave Hogan. In 4th place was number 67, Dan Crawford and to be confirmed. And in 5th place was 81, John Stafford and Lee Jones. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 21.80 seconds. From the top, 37, 87, 2, 67, 81. 1 minute 21.80 seconds. Just been told we need a runoff for the final place in the 500cc solo final between James Theobald and Mike McCluskey, both on 23 points. So don't forget, after that run-off, it'll be interval time, and during the interval, for your interest and entertainment, there will be a motorball demonstration by the Hayes and Southall Motorcycle Club members. Hayes and Southall members, motorball. Revs rise then, tapes fly for race 32. Rod Winterburn goes in this one, Colin Blackbourn goes in this one, Gareth Winterburn goes in this one, Miles Simmons goes in this one. It's a big one with Andy Gribble as well. It's all happening. Miles Simmons gets the lead. Miles Simmons from Colin Blackbourn, from Rod Winterburn, Gareth Winterburn, and Paul Downs. They seem to have Miles Simmons quite comfortably in the lead. Colin Blackbourn in second place, but look at Rod Winterburn all over the back wheel of Colin Blackbourn. Gareth Winterburn in fourth. Lady passenger Emily Coughlan on the bike at the back, getting in some sidecar experience. Here they come then. Last lap flag for Miles Simmons, Kevin Woodley. Oh, look, through goes Winterburn, past Colin Blackbourn. Rod Winterburn makes it up into second place. So Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley take the win. Rod Winterburn, Liam Brown in second, then Colin Blackbourn and Paul Cooper, followed by 49. Gareth Winterburn and Ben Malloy. Then 3 Andy Gribble. 1000cc sidecar, race 32. A cracking win for number 9, Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. In second place was 48. Rod Winterburn and Ben Malloy. No, wrong one. Liam Brown. Third place, 25, Colin Blackbourn and Paul Cooper. Fourth place, 49, Gareth Winterburn. And the fellow I said just a minute, whose name now escapes me, Ben Malloy. And in fifth place was number 3, Andy Gribble and passenger. And in sixth place was 44, Paul Downs and Emily Coughlan. The winner's time was 1 minute 22.47 seconds. From the top, 9, 48, 25, 49, 3, 44. 1 minute 22.47 seconds. Well, as I said, Reg Blackbourn just give me a poster advertising the International Poacher at the end of August. I don't know, the season only seems to have just got underway. I haven't been to about 5 so far this year. It's been very barren down in the southeast. And here we are talking about August Bank Holiday Monday and the Poacher. But anyway, the Wainfleet Sporting Motorcycle Club presents the International Lincolnshire Poacher, England's only 1,000-metre long track. Oh, we got the race on our hands. I thought I'd got a few minutes there, but we'll do that in the interval. That's fine. Here we go. Mark McCluskey leads into the first turn from James Theobald in second. Mark McCluskey takes a very wide line around the outside, and the fast line it is too, as he holds off the challenge of James Theobald. 1 to the final, 1 to go home, remember. James Theobald's lovely style round that corner as he chases hard after Mark McCluskey. They're not far away from each other, are they? James Theobald goes through on the inside, he takes up the running. Mike McCluskey on the outside, fights back down the back straight, but it's James Theobald now from Mike McCluskey. Round the pits turn they go, and it does look to me like James Theobald has got the better of this now. He takes the advantage, leaps ahead of Mike McCluskey in second place. Fair play to Mike, he's put up a brave battle there, but of course anything could happen, couldn't it? This is live, not rehearsed, you know. James Theobald leading by a good lead now from Mike McCluskey. Hurdle down this straight, 1 lap to go for James Theobald. Mike McCluskey's on the deck. Mike McCluskey's on the floor. Jay Sayer's got the red flag up, but we've done 3 of the 4 laps, therefore the result should stand. I'll just confirm that with the clerk of the course. Mike McCluskey on his knees there at the moment. James Theobald not understanding quite what a red flag meant. So the pressure comes on as we get to the semi-final stage. 12 outfits in with a chance, whittling it down to 6. Half of them won't be going in the final. This is what decides which half. Well, apparently number 3 hasn't come out for the semi-final, Andy Gribble, so we're going with 5 in this semi-final. Revs rise, tapes fly, here they go. Rob Wilson traps fast from the outside. Rob Bradley traps fast from the inside. Rob Bradley gets into the lead. It's Rob versus Rob. So Rob Bradley leads it. Rob Wilson in second. Gareth Winterburn in third. What's happening there? It's all looking close stuff here. They're sorting themselves out. Mark Cossar's in with a shout. It's knocking a few points off his tally at the moment, isn't it? 87, Rob Bradley, 49, Gareth Winterburn, 37, Mark Cossar, 24, Rob Wilson, 42, Robbie Wilson. Rob Bradley keeping a clear view in front of him by going fast enough to hold the opposition back. As the last lap flag comes out, it's Rob Bradley and Shaun Simpson, Gareth Winterburn and Ben Malloy, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. Robbie Wilson out with problems on the centre green. That just leaves 4. Checker flags out. Here they come. Rob Bradley, Shaun Simpson take the win. Gareth Winterburn and Ben Malloy from Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. And Rob Wilson, Terry Saunters. Well. Where do we go from here? That's taken some points off the leader. We'll have a tally up in a minute, see what's going on. Well, the race result of the semi-final is a win for 87, Rob Bradley and Shaun Simpson. In second place is 49, Gareth Winterburn and Ben Malloy. In third place was 37, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. And in fourth place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunters. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 22.07. 1 minute 22.07.
Yeah, Martin Hook, we've only got 5 again, I don't know why.
Perhaps they can't count. Well, I've just been told that we're down to 5 again in this one. Number 81, John Stafford, is a no-show. So it's a 5-horse race. All happening here at the Jon Underwood. Race 34,000 sidecars, here we go. Somebody's left on the line. Meanwhile, it's Miles Simmons that makes the break. Miles Simmons gets out of the first turn first. He's got the whole shot. Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley powering out of that turn. Rob Winterburn in second place. With Liam Brown and Colin Blackbourn and Paul Cooper and Steve Smith, Dave Hogan. And 375. Tristan Winterburn and Terry Madley bringing up the rear. Oh, Simmons holding on to it. Rob Winterburn push, 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 shove, shove. And I don't mean running into people, I mean push pressure. Putting the pressure on. Oh, Simmons. Steve Smith looking faster as the races go by. He's obviously tuning the machine in. Another 3 or 4 metres under his belt. He'll be right back up the front where he deserves to be. Where he has been for a very large number of years. Round they come then. Miles Simmons. Very nice tight corner manoeuvre there. 1 lap to go. Miles Simmons, Kevin Woodley. Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown. Colin Blackbourn and Paul Cooper. Steve Smith and Dave Hogan. 375. Tristan Winterburn and Terry Madley. Checkered flag is out. Miles Simmons takes the win. Rod Winterburn in second. Colin Blackbourn in third. Smith in fourth. Would have throttle had stuck open, I think. Race 34. Race 34, 1000cc sidecars. A win for number 9, Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. Second place to 48, Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown. Third place to 25, Colin Blackbourn and Paul Cooper, trying to put the passenger in the driver's seat, I think. Fourth place, number 2, Steve Heath and Dave Hogan. Steve Smith and Dave Hogan, sorry. And fifth place, 375, Tristan Winterburn and Terry Madley. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 22.81 seconds from the top 9. 48, 25, 2 and 375, 1 minute 22.81 seconds. Here we go then, 350cc solos. Whole shot. Richard Smith gets there first. Matt Etherington's right there in close attendance. Dave Mears has gone very wide. Richard Smith leads it. Matt Etherington in second. If Matt Etherington sits there on my calculations, he's second. Not only in the race, but in the title hunt on the level on points. The winner of the final beat him will be the man who takes the title. So it's Richard Smith fighting all the way. Looks like he's had a little in reserve all afternoon, doesn't it? Matt Etherington chasing hard after him. Matt Etherington has won almost everything he's raced in 350 wise so far this season. Is this his meeting point with fact that can be beaten. He's gone wide. It looks like his bike stopped. Matt Etherington looks like he's out of the running. What a shame. What a way to go out. Been better to have been beaten, wouldn't it, than do that. Richard Smith now has got a super lead. 1 lap to go. It's Richard Smith. From Dave Mears, from Mark Taylor, from Bob Dolman, Josh Birkin, Carl Russian, Stuart Mears. I think Richard Smith has seen that he's got a good lead. He's not going anywhere near as fast. He's not taking the chances. Comes out of the lap turn, looks for the checkered flag. There it is, the winner, 33, Richard Smith. 170 Mark Taylor from 19 Dave Mears, 16 Bob Dolman, then Carl Russian, then Stuart Mears. Cracking 350 action here at the Jon Underwood. Well, race 35. behind Josh Burkett pushing home. Give him a bit of encouragement because I wouldn't want to be pushing that motorbike in that suit, that hot suit. Look at the keen mechanic on the inside running like he's a spring chicken, you know. He ain't had to ride that bike round for 4 laps, has he? Or ride it round for 3.5 and push it for 1. Josh Burkett completes the race distance. Here comes the result. The official result of race 35, the race, not the overall result, the race result is a win for 33, Richard Smith. Second place was 170, Mark Taylor. Third was 19, Dave Mears. And fourth was 16, Bob Dolman. And fifth was 63, Carl Russian. In sixth was number 4, Stuart Mears. In seventh was number 9, Josh Burkett. And in eighth was number 5, Matt Etherington. Think about it, Matt Etherington only completed 3 of the 4 laps, which gets him to be a finisher. Josh Burkett completed 4. Right, let's do that again. Then race 35 was the race result: 33, 170, 19, 16, 63, 4, 9 and 5. 1 minute 22.16 seconds. In second place was number 19, Dave Mears, on 41 points. And in third place was number 5, Matt Etherington, on 40 points. Here we go. Youth Intermediates, leg 4. Jack Nelson's in the lead. Jack Nelson gets down to the first turn first, but it's James Shanes that powers past him and Jed Collins. Jack Nelson drops down to third on the first turn. Brilliant start though. We keep making starts like that, he'll gradually work his way up. Round they come then, James Shanes. I think out of their 4 rides, he's just 1, 2 and second in the other one, and now he's out in front on this one. Riders nicely spaced apart now, makes it easier to commentate as the race goes on. Oh, Jed Collins has stopped on the far side. Jed Collins has stopped on the far side. That won't help his points tally at all. 93, James Shanes looks untouchable now in this one. And in the overall result as well, Jack Nelson's up to second. Billy Milton in third. Then George Tarpley, then Roslingham. Look at James Shanes, absolutely flying. 1 more lap to go. And James Shanes and a Jack Nelson. I'll tell you what, if they could talk him round, they'd win every race, wouldn't they? Billy Milton in third. George Tarpley, Brendan Warville and Roslingham. And there's the winner, 93, James Shanes. In my books, he's not only the race winner, but the series winner as well. Now, where will Jack Nelson finish in the overall? With a brilliant second place there. Billy Milton comes home in third. We wait with bated breath for the points tally. Brendan Warville comes home in front of George Tarpley with 77, Roslingham bringing up the rear. There's your winner, James Shanes. He'll be soon showing the old man how to do it, won't he? Once he gets out of this intermediate and up into the seniors. Looks like one of our brighter prospects. There goes Brendan Warville, well done to him and George Tarpley. And Roslingham. So race 36 then, the win for 93, James Shanes. Second place to number 33, Jack Nelson. And there's Billy Milton giving Jed Collins a lift back to the pits. Very sporting. Third place was number 7, Billy Milton. Fourth place was 50, Brendan Warville. Fifth place was 36, George Tarpley. And sixth place was 77, Roslingham. No other finishers. The winner's time is 1 minute 36.55 seconds. From the top, 93, 33, 7, 50, 36 and 77, 1 minute 36.55. Well, the overall result of the Inters then, quickly. The overall result of the Inters is a win for 93, James Shanes on 46 points. Second was 33, Jack Nelson on 37 points. Third was 35, Jed Collins on 32 points. Fourth was number 7, Billy Milton on 31 points. Fifth was number 50, Brendan Warville on 28 points. Sixth was number 36, George Tarpley on 23 points. Seventh was 77, Ross Lingham on 19. And eighth was number 6, Tyler Govia on 15 points. So there's your overall result of the Inters. I'll turn my page over. We've got the 250cc solo final event sponsored by Roy Simmons of Roy Simmons Engineering. And Harland Cook has had 3 wins, I think. Yeah, 12 points for the win, I suppose. Yeah, 3 12s, 36. He's on maximum points, unbeaten so far this afternoon. He's on 36 points. Number 70, Gary Wells, is the nearest man to him on 31. So Harland's got quite a good buffer going into this race. But knowing Harland, he'll probably trap in about 3rd place going into the first corner, right round the outside of, and that'll be the last I'll see of him until the checkered flag when he stops and they catch him back up. Here we go. They're on the way down the straight. And indeed Harland took him in 3rd place as he goes into the first corner. He's taken the wider line round the outside of him. He's overtook the lot. He's out in front. They won't see him again. He goes over the finish line. I might as well go home now, hadn't I? I've done my bit. There we go. Harland Cook on the Kopi Jawa. Plugging away there in first place. Unbeaten this afternoon. Continuing in his winning ways. Craig Drury in 2nd place. Paul Simmons in 3rd. Then Gary Wells. Having a good scrap with somebody, but I can't see who somebody is. Listen to that Jawa of that Kopi Jawa. Ripping its head off. Harland Cook, Craig Drury, Paul Simmons, Adam Shipp, Gary Wells, Ben Ilsley, Mr. Bird, Matt Saul. Matt Saul with mechanical problems as he rolls to a standstill. Why do they always break down the furthest end of the track away from the pits? They got a long walk back. Here he comes then, last lap, Harland Cook from number 10. Craig Drury from Paul Simmons. From Adam Shipp, Gary Wells. And the checkered flag goes, and Harland Cook remains unbeaten all afternoon and wins on maximum points. Craig Drury comes home 2nd in the final, from Paul Simmons in 3rd, from Adam Shipp, from Gary Wells, from Ben Ilsley. Well, that's the way to win a thing, isn't it? Win every single race right through it. Nobody can argue with that. There we have it. The 250cc solo, race 37, sponsored by Roy Simmons, was a win for 7, Harland Cook. 2nd was number 10. Craig Drury. 3rd was 31, Paul Simmons. 4th was 16, Adam Shipp. 5th was 70, Gary Wells. 6th was 82, Ben Ilsley. And 7th was 66, Mr. Bird. And there they go. Well done, Harland Cook. Didn't he go well? Give them a round of applause because they deserve it. And young Ben Ilsley getting better as the weeks go by up there from the southern part of the UK. So race 37 was a win for 7, Harland Cook. 2nd 10, Craig Drury. 3rd was 31, there's Craig Drury. That's all on the back. We got 3rd place Paul Simmons, 4th place Adam Shipp, 5th place Gary Wells, 6th place Ben Ilsley, and 7th place Mr. Bird. The winner's time was 1 minute 35.85 seconds. In the lineup then are Chris Mackett, Jon Underwood, Gareth Thomas, Calvin Palmer, Tim Kernock, Ian Guttridge, Bernie Waterfield, Frank Yates, Keith Snelling and John Wheatley. Classic 2 valves go to the line, and the International Poacher poster is right here in front of me. England's only 1,000 metre long track. See the living legend, 8 times world champion Gerd Riss taking on the best in the world. A great family sport. First race starts at 1:30 p.m. Admission prices, don't moan. Don't moan. Adults are £20 to see the world's best. It's a bargain, believe me. Look what they're paying to watch a football match. They can't even score goals, can they? Adults £20, concessions £18, children under 10 free, 10 to 16 years are a £5. Last race at approximately 5:30 p.m. That's brave, Reg, but well done. top awesome 1000 sidecars and 500cc solos. Bank holiday Sunday the 29th of August. Saturday night live entertainment, bar till late. Sunday night karaoke, hot showers, modern flush toilets. Free camping, caravans. From the 23rd to the 31st of August. There's a licensed bar, hot food. Stalls from Friday the 27th. At Thorpe St Peter, Skegness. Here we go, the Classic 2 valve, they're underway and firing down towards the first corner. Who's going to get the whole shot? Ian Guthrie again is the fastest starter. Frank Snelling goes with him, Tim Kernock on the inside. Jon Underwood struggling with a misfire at the back of the field. Meanwhile, on the front line, it's all systems go, and Ian Guthrie is leading it, and Tim Kernock goes through on the inside. Tim Kernock leads. Frank Snelling gets a big wobble on around the outside, and it keeps the throttle on and keeps going, but Ian Guthrie drops to second. Chris Mackett moves up to third. Gareth Thomas goes up into second. Overtaking Chris Mackett and Ian Guthrie in one easy movement, and Chris Mackett goes past Ian Guthrie. And Chris Mackett lines up alongside of Gareth Thomas. Tries now to go around the outside. Tim Kernock in the lead. From Gareth Thomas, Chris Mackett, Ian Guthrie, Frank Snelling, Bernie Waterfield. We seem to have lost Jon Underwood somewhere. Not surprised the way it was misfiring. And the last lap flag is out for 14726, Tim Kernock from Gareth Thomas, from Chris Mackett, 174 Ian Guthrie and Frank Snelling, and this must be the most open event of the afternoon, I should think. Certainly I think this is Tim Kernock's only win, and Gareth Thomas had only one win, and I think Chris Mackett's best was a second, so the points are well spread on this one. Here they come, the checkered flag goes to 726, Tim Kernock from Gareth Thomas, and then Chris Mackett, Frank Snelling, Ian Guthrie, and Bernie Waterfield bringing up the rear. Race result of the Classic 2 valve. The race sponsor was the Walker family in appreciation of Dave, and the result of that race was a win for 726, Tim Kernock. In second place was 186, Gareth Thomas. In third place it was 68, Chris Mackett. In fourth place it was 44, Keith Snelling. In fifth place, number 174, Ian Guthrie. There goes Tim Kernock, race winner. Ian Guthrie just said, 981, Bernie Waterfield. The winner's time was 1 minute 41 seconds precisely. From the top, the race result 726, Tim Kernock. Second, 186, Gareth Thomas. Third place, 68, Chris Mackett. Fourth place, 44, Keith Snelling. Fifth place, number 174, Ian Guthrie. And sixth place, number 81, Bernie Waterfield. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute and 41 seconds precisely. And I've been told that the winner of the event is number 68, Chris Mackett, by 1 point. Over who? Well, we'll have to find out. But that was 68, Chris Mackett. This is the big one, chaps, for the 1000cc sidecars. Race sponsor, Speedway Star. We have 37, the British Masters champion, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth, on 25 points. We have 87, Rob Bradley, a 3 times British champion, with various passengers. British Masters champion, I should say, with Shaun Simpson on there today, and they're on 24 points. Number 9, Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley are on 23 points. Number 48, Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown are on 22 points. Number 49, Gareth Winterburn and Ben Malloy are on 20 points. And number 25, Colin Blackbourn, is on 19. We're not sure which passenger, who is going to passenger Colin in this race. I've been told it could be Paul Cooper, but it could be Tristan Winterburn.
Paul.
It's Paul. I'm told it's Paul.
His mum says it's him anyway.
Well, his mum said that. She should recognise him if anybody does. It's all there to race for. Only 2 points separating the top 3 drivers and their respective passengers in this one. This is the big one. The race rider on the starters orders, here they go, down the straight, and who is it? Looked like Rob Bradley that got the start and into the first turn first. It is, it's Rob Bradley and Shaun Simpson. If they can win this, they win it. Second place is Rob Winterburn. He's down on 22 points. So he could be lifting himself up a bit here. We've got one on the centre green. That looks like Paul Simmons is out with trouble. Well, that's a shame because he was right there in third place, wasn't he? So round they come then. Rob Bradley and Shaun Simpson making no mistake in this one. From Rob Winterburn and Liam Brown, from Gareth Winterburn and Ben Malloy. Then Colin Blackbourn and Paul Cooper and Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth at the back. Who would have thought that? The Masters champion in fifth place. Out on track in this one. After coming in on the top points to the semi-finals and into the final. But on the last lap, Rob Bradley and Shaun Simpson making no mistake whatsoever as they power around the circuit. Down the back straight they go. Clean as a whistle. Half a lap to go into the last turn. You wouldn't expect him to mess it up now, would you? 87, Rob Bradley and Shaun Simpson take the win. And the title. 48, Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown in second place, then Gareth Winterburn and Ben Malloy, Colin Blackbourn and Paul Cooper. Well, there's Mark Cossar, who had it all his own way up to the final and then dipped out. There's Rod Winterburn. He's had a hard day's racing, but he scored well. And there's Rob Bradley and Shaun Simpson with big smiles, as they should have, because they've done extremely well. Not only did they win the race, they also won the title. He always gets in there somehow. Colin Blackbourn shaking hands with him as he goes by. Colin Blackbourn on his own there, because Paul Cooper obviously got off the machine to get back to his solo. Ready to come out and do the business in race 40, the 500cc solo final. Race 39, the 1000cc sidecars, kindly sponsored by the Speedway Star. The race result was a win for 87, Rob Bradley and Shaun Simpson. In second place was 48, Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown. In third place was 49, Gareth Winterburn and Ben Malloy. In fourth place it was 25, Colin Blackbourn and Paul Cooper. In fifth place it was 37, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. The winner's time was 1 minute 22.66 seconds. From the top, 87, 48, 49, 25, 37, 1 minute 22.66. The overall result, and the President's Cup going to 87, Rob Bradley and Shaun Simpson. In second place in the overall result was 48, Rob Winterburn and Liam Brown. And in third place was 37, Mark Cossar and Carl Blyth. In fourth place was 49, Gareth Winterburn and Ben Malloy. And in fifth place, number 9, Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. And in sixth place, number 25, Colin Blackbourn and Paul Cooper. This is the big one for the 500cc solos. The race sponsor is Mike Garrod, who was a very fine racer in his day. And a great man from the South Midland Centre. Nice to see he's still involved with grass track racing. Too many people just pack up riding and leave, and they leave a bit of a hole behind them. We need as much help as we can get. Thank you to the sponsors this afternoon, helping this meeting keep up its high esteem. Just waiting, I think, for Paul Cooper to get his breath back, and that's quite acceptable. Before we go on with the 500cc solo final. 81, Lewis Denham is on 34 points. 71, Jamie Rodgers is on 32 points. 86, Paul Hurry is on 30 points. As is number 7, Arlen Cook. Lewis Denham goes to the line first, picks his choice of gate. others seem to be taking their time to get into line. Are they trying to get the other riders' clutches hot? What are they? Is there a game plan behind this, or are they just naturally slow, or what is it? Eight riders then to do battle. I remember the Ivan Major trick of keep touching the tape and touching the tape. They're not allowed to do it these days, are they? But the crowd used to go bananas and he used to win every race. Unnerve the others, that's what he had to do. He was the only one with a cool head on the start line at the end of it. All the rest of them were hopping mad. So the big battle really is between Lewis Denham and Jamie Rodgers. Expect Paul Hurry to not sit back and let him get away with it. Harlan Cook improving as the weeks go by. The revs rise. Understarters orders. The tapes fly and here they come and the red flag's up. We have a red flag, full start. We have a full start and all back to the start line to do it all again. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a 2-minute late practice of some sort for somebody to try something out after this race, so don't lift the ropes or the stakes too early. And could the marshals stay in their positions, please? The revs rise. The tapes fly, we're underway again in the rerun of the Jon Underwood big final. Okay, Jamie Rodgers gets down there first. Lewis Denham is in there with a shout too. In my books, if Jamie Rodgers wins this, even with Lewis Denham second, it'll be Jamie Rodgers do. So watch, Paul Hurry. He's on the inside of Lewis Denham and he's trying to make him have it. As they come round that corner. It is 71. Jamie Rodgers from 81, Lewis Denham from 86, Paul Hurry from Harlan Cook, Paul Cooper, Charlie Saunders, James Theobald, and Tim Nobes. What happened to Tim? Well, it's all happening here this afternoon. Jamie Rodgers, 81, Lewis Denham, 86, Paul Hurry, Harlan Cook, Paul Cooper, Charlie Saunders. Has Lewis got anything in reserve? Are they both as flat out as they can possibly go? The last lap flag is out. It's going to be now or never. It's going to happen. And 71, Jamie Rodgers looks the master at the moment. From the British Masters champion Lewis Denham in second place. Chasing hard down that straight. He seemed to go wide. He's lost a bit of ground there. I think he's all handed to Jamie Rodgers in the final. Cracking, that's all I can say. There you go, the checkered flag, Jamie Rodgers from Lewis Denham, from Paul Hurry, from Harlan Cook, Paul Cooper, Charlie Saunders, Tim Nobes. Don't touch the ropes yet, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a late practice. There we go then. Lewis Denham pulling the odd wheelie. Jamie Rodgers says goodnight. Big thanks to everybody, and Jay said must thank Jack Walker for putting all those pegs back in all day. So he's been at it all day in that hot sun and he's not complained once and he's just kept plugging away at it. There's Harlan Cook, another bright hope for the future. Tim Nobes, I don't know what happened to Tim that time, but you know, you win some and you lose some. The 500cc, sponsored by Mike Garrard. There goes James Theobald. Here comes the result, a win in the race for number 71, Jamie Rodgers. Second place was 81, Lewis Denham. Third place was 86, Paul Hurry. Fourth place was number 7, Harlan Cook. Fifth place was 11, Paul Cooper. Sixth place was 25, Charlie Saunders. 7th place was number 2, Tim Nobes, and 8th place was number 26, James Theobald. The winner's time was 1 minute 26.30 seconds. 1 minute 26.30.
And here's Denise, which is Derek Darville's daughter. I haven't got my programme with me. Kaczynski is the surname, or? Don't do when it's close enough, isn't it? Denise Kaczynski here, going to do the youth first. Starting from the bottom up, as we do, like a beauty contest. And youth intermediates then. We had 8 of them. In 8th place this afternoon was number 6, Tyler Govia. He's gone out. That's a good start. 7th place then, 77, Ross Liam. Well done, that man. 19 points. I'll be the right. I'll be the right. It's buzzing David Bailey's all the same. But already they run the bloody place, don't they? Well done, Rob. In 6th place, riding number 36, and scoring 23 points was George. Was a Tartley. Well done, young George. Nice to see them in their race in a tie. You can see they won a race, not a cricket match or something. No? Good to see them in their attire. Well done, George. 5th place this afternoon was number 50, scoring 28 points, Brendan Royalville. He's bigger, he wouldn't have talked that last year when I see him. Too many burgers they've been feeding. Well done, Brendan. Moving up to 4th place, riding number 7 with 31 points scored. Please welcome Billy Melton. There's the race suit. There's the race suit. He didn't know he was getting anything. Well done, that man. Billy Melton in 3rd place, riding number 35 and scoring 32 points. And probably, I would think, the unluckiest injurer of the day, Jed Collins. Breaking down that very important race and costing him a move up the table.
Hey boy! Yeah!
Well done, Jed, on your 32-point haul. Now welcome the man that's made the most of it. Yes, the man who made the most of Jed's bad luck was number 33, Jack Nelson. Never so die, just keep in there. Keep in there and keep scoring points. 37 points for Jack Nelson.
Where's your makeup?
And in 1st place this afternoon with 46 points to his credit, please welcome James Shanes. Didn't he do well?
Rich old man, alright? Oh.
The first 3 now on the rostrum. Well, nice little trophies, isn't they? Well done, the youth intermediates then. James Shanes, Jack Nelson and Chet Collins. We have the shout here now of the 1000cc sidecars. Please welcome number 87, Rob Bradley, and his passenger, Shaun Simpson. They didn't set the world alight in the heat, but they did get going when the going got tough, didn't they? do went to make a good start.
I thought what my hurting championship guys. That's what she is.
Well done, the boys. Look at that lovely silverware. I'd have been proud to win something like that. I'd have been proud to win anything. Ah, right.
I know you don't have your own hand, it's just start.
Well done. Well, Bradley, Shaun Simpson. We did, but I can tell you it wasn't game plan. We just struggled in the heat. This seems to be quite common that we do seem to struggle, and as the day goes on, we seem to find a setup or something. Everybody else struggles. I don't know. It just when it's your day, it's alright. Well, it's all day today. You've done well. Where are you next? Next, I'll be running Pickering next weekend, probably. And I think it'll be Worcester or something like that. There's not much for me. We're just so busy with work and one thing and another, so there's only a couple of meetings every then, of course. Masters comes around real quick. Yes. Masters this year?
Yeah, it'd be nice. We go well at Rhodes minutes. You know, but again, it's a bit like today. It could have been anybody going into the final. You know, you just got to get it right on the day and hope everything works. It's consistency in it, same as the Masters. You know, so hopefully this will stand us in good stead and things will keep going forward for us.
So which do you prefer, a sudden-death final, or do you like these points all the way through? There's one little slip-up can cost you those points and ruin it, whereas with the final, you concentrate on one race.
Over the years we've won and lost in both different ways, you know, at the Masters as well. There's been the odd time when it's been won or lost on the final. But I don't know, I don't have a preference, to be honest. I think it's wrong for somebody who's maybe won the heats all day not to be able to have a good score at the end of the meeting, even if he does have only a reasonable final. So I'm not sure.
No, we do discuss this at the committee very often, and it's often nice to get a bit of feedback as to what you the riders prefer. But, yes, we draw every time on it. We never get a winner or a loser. Thank you very much, Rob Bradley, Shaun Simpson. Have a safe journey home.
John wants to sing, but I'll go over. I just 10 years since the very first Jon Underwood meeting, which we won as well, which was very nice. Every time we meet Colin at the start of the day, he looks very stressed. And being involved with running meetings, I know exactly what that means, but he's put on a really good show today. It's been really, really good. Good crowd, I'm sure. It certainly looked that way, so he should be proud of it. He should be very proud of himself.
It's all I want to say really was just I'd like to dedicate this win to the kids back at home. It is Father's Day at the end of the day, and there's a lot of kids probably at home whose dads are here racing, and you know, I'd just like to dedicate it to mine and Rob's kids, you know, who couldn't be here today, but this is for them and all the other dads out there who's got kids sat at home.
Well done.
I'd just like to say that I was really honoured in presenting my dad's trophy in his name. Thank you very much, and get on with it now.
Tapes can fly, and here they come, hurtling down towards the first turn. It's a good even break. Harlan Cook, oh, there's Jamie Rodgers is there. I didn't see him first time round. He moves up into third place ahead of Harlan Cook. Rob Mears gets the whole shot. Rob Mears gets down there first. Lewis Denham goes on the inside, doesn't quite get there. Rob Mears squeezes that throttle and pulls away. Oh, down goes Rob Mears, down goes... Oh, it's a right 3-horse race here, and Paul Whitelam's out. Into the pits turn. Rob Wilson holding a very slender lead. Gareth Winterburn trying to come through on the inside. Rob Wilson's not having it. Oh, I think he is having it. And into the turn they go, locked side by side in battle. Andy Gribble leads you. Andy Gribble goes wide, but he's still hanging on there. Can Matt reel him in? Richard Smith gets all crossed up in the middle of the corner, and lets Matt Etherington catch up there. Matt Etherington trying on the outside of Richard Smith. Richard Smith says no. Matt Etherington says, give it to me. Round the outside he goes. Looks like he's got the advantage from here, but I won't know till they get to the caravan. No, Richard Smith still holding on to it. Paul Hurry has a half-bike advantage over Jamie Rodgers and Paul Cooper on the first turn. Paul Hurry leading on the most slender margins, and through goes Jamie Rodgers. Paul Hurry chases after him. Don't forget, it's points all the way through, so nobody's going to want to lose a race anywhere along the line, and Paul Hurry goes back through on the inside. Coming from third into second place, Colin Blackbourn and Paul Cooper. Oh, look out, Mr. Winterburn's come through on the inside. Mr. Winterburn leads. Colin Blackbourn in second. Mark Cossar in third. Mark Cossar moves into second. And Mark Cossar, that was so close as they went past the line there. Craig Drury is coming round the outside, trying to put Paul down into third. Bob Dolman gets the whole shot into the first turn. Matt Etherington there. Going around the outside of Bob Dolman early in this one. From John Jefferies, from Mark Taylor. Stuart Mears, somebody's dropped it on the corner there. Oh, look, through goes Winterburn, past Colin Blackbourn. The tapes flying, we're underway again in the rerun of the Jon Underwood Big Final. In my books, if Jamie Rodgers wins this, even with Lewis Denham second, it'll be Jamie Rodgers due. So cracking, that's all I can say. There you go, the checkered flag, Jamie Rodgers from Lewis Denham.